Music Theory for Beginners, Grade 1, Lesson 7, with Granny RJ, me. Hello again. This time we're going to learn about grouping of notes, key signatures, minor keys, and intervals. You may pause or screenshot when you see the green star blinking and hear this tune. This lesson we're going to learn about how to group notes. In 2/4 they are grouped like this. You can have 2 quavers followed by a crotchet or the other way round. You can join 4 quavers that make up a minim. This makes up the whole bar for 2/4, like that. In 3/4, here are 2 of the ways in which you can group them. 2 quavers, a crotchet and another crotchet, or you can turn them round and you can have 2 quavers in the middle. Like this. There are 6 quavers in a bar of 3/4 and you are allowed to beam them together. In 4/4 time it's a bit different. You must be able to show where the middle of the bar is. But the red line's just to show you. You don't really write one in. The middle of the bar must be very clear, so this is wrong. You can't put 4 quavers across the middle. However, when you write a minim, you can put it in the middle of the bar. It's clear how the rhythm goes. But when you write the quavers, they have to be in 2 lots of 2 on either side of the middle of the bar. That way the rhythm is clear. If you're a bit confused, just learn the rule and don't worry about it. Semiquavers can be beamed together in 4s to make up a crotchet. But when you are in 2/4, quavers and semiquavers must show the middle of the bar. So this is wrong, with 4 semiquavers in the middle and a quaver at each end. You can't do that. So how do we correct this? Let me show you. So let's put it wrong, and then we'll make it right. So we take out the middle, we take off the tails, we join them up with beams along the top. Semiquavers and quavers join together. My dotted red line will show you the middle of the bar, but don't you put one in. But we can still put the 4 quavers together. Not sure about this. That's just the rule. Just learn it. Key signatures are sharps or flats placed at the beginning of the music after the clefs. Here we have the scale of C major. Its key signature has no flats or sharps. As the arrow shows, there are no sharps or flats written after the treble clef. Next we have the scale of G major, with its key signature, which is 1 sharp. A sharp on the F line means that all the notes on the F lines or spaces are F sharp, not F. Here is the sharp in the key signature. It means that this is F sharp. You don't have to write a sharp in front of it. This is also sharp. But if you want to write an ordinary F in your music, you must put a natural in front of it. Scale of D with key signature. The scale of D has 2 sharps, F sharp and C sharp, just one of each, after the clef. This means that all the notes that look as if they are Cs or Fs are in fact sharps, like this F sharp and this C sharp. The key signature tells you which sharps to use. The scale of F major with its key signature. F major has 1 B flat, and so we put that after the clef, here. But that means this one is also flat, and if you want to write one that is an ordinary B, you have to put a natural in front of it. There are 2 kinds of minor scale, harmonic and melodic. Harmonic minor scales go up and down using the same notes, but the melodic are more complicated and change on the way down. I will show you the harmonic ones first. D minor uses the same key signature as F major. Here we have a B flat, and here is the scale of D minor. Harmonic minor scales have a great big gap of 1.5 tones between their 6th and 7th notes. D harmonic minor on the piano. I think it's easier to show a harmonic minor on the piano. You can see the big gaps. Here we have the big gap between B flat and C sharp, 1.5 tones. Tone, semitone, tone, tone, semitone, 1.5 tones, semitone. There are 3 semitones in the big gap, or interval. Semitone, semitone, semitone. A harmonic minor. A, B, C, D, E, F, G sharp, and A. So we have tone, semitone, tone, tone, semitone, 1.5 tones, and a semitone. Degrees of the scale. The 8 notes of a scale are described as first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth. This is when we are talking about them as individual notes. Melodic intervals, the distance from one note to and including another, above or below in a melody or tune. And I'm hoping to show this clearly on a piano keyboard where you can see the intervals easily. C to D is a second. You can see that clearly on the piano. C to E is a third. C to F is a fourth. C to G is a fifth. C to A is a sixth. C to B is a seventh. Now C to C is a bit different. It is not an eighth as you'd expect it to be. I'll explain. An 8-sided figure is called an octagon. An 8-tentacled sea creature is called an octopus. An interval of 8 notes is called an octave, or 8VE for short. And so we have the intervals of the C scale. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and an octave. Anything with oct at the beginning of its name has 8 somethings, like Octavius the octopus. End of lesson 7. Next lesson, melodic minors and chords. So from Octavius and me, goodbye for now. See you later.